And I have shown before that solar has become the cheapest form of electricity. But now governments and even oil companies are admitting this is going faster than they thought. Simon Evans here, an award-winning journalist that is covering climate and energy, made this great thread on Twitter. I will leave a link below if you want to take a deeper dive, but as he wrote, solar is now 88% cheaper than thought a decade ago, the UK government says. Just running a gas plant in February 2022 is costing around 4 times as much as we'd pay for a new solar or wind. Yes, I sometimes get a lot of hate when I talk about just how fast I think the transition to EVs and sustainable energy will happen. Do you really think that you know better than the analysts around the world? No, I just look at the data that is available and share that. Like, take a look at this chart from IEA, the International Energy Agency, and their forecast through the last decade. They have been wrong every single year. The International Energy Agency. So this is not that they are bad analysts, but as we have talked about a lot on this channel, not many agencies and analysts really seem to get exponential growth of an innovative technology. Someone like Tony Seba or ARK Invest has both been very good at this, because this is what they do. They work with innovative technology. They understand how the S-curve works, and this is why even governments get this wrong when they are only listening to their own analysts. Like the UK government is out admitting that the wind and solar is 30 to 50% cheaper than they thought, and solar is even 88% cheaper than they thought a decade ago. Just imagine how wrong your decisions about the future will be if you're this wrong on the data. And don't listen to people like Tony Seba that did predict this 10 years ago, that solar would become the cheapest form of electricity, as we can see it has become today. And they will continue to go down. And this is also very important to understand why the transition to sustainable energy and the EV adoption will happen much faster than people and governments think. We can just take a look at this chart and see the cost of gas is going to the moon, while renewable energies will continue to go down. Even BP is out saying that the oil has already peaked. It is only downhill from here on out, and soon it will be more profitable for them to fill up an EV than filling up a gas car. So that switch in the gas station's mindset is also going to change very soon. And all of this will only fuel the already fast accelerating EV revolution and transition to sustainable energy. As I have said many times before, it is not just the growth of the innovative technology that is fueling the S-curve. It is also the collapse of the old technology. And let's get our weekly update of the Gigafactories. That means handing it over to Brian from My Tesla Weekend. Take it away, Brian.
Hey, Lars. Well, we're back with another side-by-side construction.
In 2022, around 1.4 million battery electric vehicles will be produced in the United States of America. This will represent around 10% of the total market for light passenger vehicles. And this number will almost certainly double in 2023. The growth rate internationally is even more impressive. More than 6.5 million battery electric vehicles were sold in 2021, which is more than double the volumes that were sold in 2020, and that number is more than triple the volume sold in 2019. This is explosive growth, and it leaves many investors wondering how much longer such growth can continue. Will it continue to grow exponentially, or will we reach some sort of equilibrium in which electric vehicles remain confined to their market segment and growth starts to plateau? Of equal importance is the price that people will be willing to pay for an electric vehicle. In the USA, the average sales price for an electric vehicle is around $55,000, while in Europe they are a bit cheaper, with the average price being around $49,000. Well, the best way to determine how much room there still is for growth is to look at what is motivating the transition from internal combustion engines in the first place. And in this video, I plan to do exactly that, to give you my top picks as the primary catalysts for increased adoption of electric vehicles.